All right, super. Good evening, everyone. So, doing a little live weather update for North Dakota tonight. And currently, this is a live look at Minot, North Dakota, where the temperature is 11 degrees with a little bit of wind. Let's see here. Check this out. What's the wind? No, not much wind. It says up there at the moment. Yeah, not a lot of wind there at the moment. It doesn't look very windy there. It's more windy down to the south in let's see, let me change the look here. Go to my weather. Down to the south in Bismarck, it's showing a lot more winds down there. But there's the current temperature there, 11 degrees in Minot, North Dakota. And definitely not a lot of wind, but there is some snow. Snow for sure, so let's look at that. So here's the snow coming across North Dakota. Minot, getting some pretty good snow action. I'm not sure how much they have recorded there at the moment. Going to switch out here to something else here. We'll get let's go over to God weather. So here's the situation, what it's calling for tonight. This is from the National Weather Service, and this is situation tonight through Thursday night. So there's a winter storm warning. It's in effect for Devil's Lake Basin in southeast North Dakota, west central Minnesota. There's a high confidence of widespread 4 to 6 inches of snow with a 20% chance of over 8 inches of snow. So this is a map that gives us the current snow totals. I'll blow that up just a little bit there. And not big snow totals here. This is more the eastern part, I guess, for North Dakota. Fargo 4 to 7 inches, Findlay 5 to 8 inches, Devil's Lake 5 to 8 inches. So this is a band of snow that's kind of flying down through. Here's a look at some satellite image. You can see the storm that's coming out of Canada. Looks like it's wrapping around a little bit here on the northern side, and that's dropping some snow along the way. To the southern part of it, if you look on the radar here, you can see down to the south side of that shot. It's more of an ice situation down here at the moment. So I want to move over to the Bismarck radar. Go ahead and load this. It's like the snow is almost moving through Bismarck, and then the band of snow is going to be heavier on the eastern side, kind of cutting a swath from northwest to southeast which will come through Fargo. But I wanted to do the velocities here. This is some of the velocities. So the wind down here to the south is a little bit higher. We got up here by Reagan, North Dakota, we've got the 50-mile-an-hour winds. It's showing here, and then down here south of Bismarck, the winds are in the 30s. But that's pretty good. Pretty good wind speed. So any snow with that's going to cause some whiteout conditions and make things really tough for travel. Go ahead and switch over to this look here for a moment. As I go back, let's see if that's moving. Yep, that's moving. And then there's a look at Minot. Okay, wow, I got some comments in here. I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention yet to the chat, so I'll go ahead and say hi to some folks in here. So, Kyle Cad, good to see you. Peachy Loves, good to see you. Chris, good to see you, buddy. Hope everyone's doing well. Kyle Cad TTV. Bismarck is getting pounded by the wind. Okay, and it's not going to get any better with gusts up to 80 tomorrow. All right, that's good to know. Yeah. That wind is going to be crazy. Freddie, good to see you in here. Freddie, I think you should head out to Minnesota maybe and cover that tomorrow, because Minnesota is going to get belted. So while we have you here, let me bounce back to something here and let's look at see what we have forecasted. So I'm going to switch on over to this. This is the NAM Nest model. It's a high-res model of the NAM. Takes out a section of that. So this is what it's looking like. This is the latest model, the OOZ model. This is showing some snow totals cutting its way through North Dakota, and then it's just like a clipper coming out of, I don't know if that's Alberta, but it's just cutting right along there into Minnesota, doing a number through Minnesota, and then heading on down into Wisconsin as well. So that whole strip, I went ahead and all the way out, but up here in North Dakota, getting some pretty high snow totals. Now, if we have some wind with that, let me see if I've got, do I have wind gusts? Let's look at wind gusts, since it was mentioned. And I'm going to enlarge this. This is a forecast for wind gusts. And let's see here. Initially, the wind is not too bad going into Thursday, but as Thursday comes along, look at these gusts down here. We got 40-mile-an-hour gusts. So it looks like a low pressure here kind of spinning around. But boy, that north wind coming down now, that's going to feel really cold. I'll check the temperatures here in a minute, but winds coming in, continuing to push down into Minnesota here. Those wind gusts, this would be tomorrow evening, just before, that's about 4 o'clock. And then down here into Minnesota on the other side of Watertown down in here. We got some wind gusts, 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts. With that snow to the north, so that's going to make for potentially some hazardous driving. Now I want to check the temperatures along with this for you guys. This is the temperature, and let's go ahead and pull it on out to 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. We've got temperatures down to 6 degrees up here in North Dakota. It's pretty darn cold, and we haven't even started winter yet officially. That starts here in a couple days. Got 11s down in here, and then as progresses into the weekend, not too bad. So that's kind of the look for the weekend. Let's see, the weather story, we already did that. Stay back to this. Now I'm going to switch you back over to, let's do a radar look. And then let's go ahead and zoom this out. Switch this back over to our snow situation. So there we have that, and this kind of lines up with the with that low pressure that's spinning around, getting the higher winds on the backside here and right around the low pressure, but the snow is getting more moisture apparently up in the northern side. So I want to head on over now to the Fargo. Let's see, now the radar here, I'm over by Fargo. Let's see what's the latest here. That's the latest look on the Fargo radar. Let's go back to our webcam here for Minot, North Dakota. Isn't that a beautiful scenery tonight there? I mean, it just looks very Christmassy with those pine trees and the lights. A white Christmas potentially there for those folks up in North Dakota. Okay, so now I'm going to look back at the live stream and see what do we got in here. Mr. Twister, good to see you. Just shared my channel, okay, on your community tab. Appreciate that. Peachy Loves, good to see you in here. So this is not a big, a huge threatening thing here tonight, but basically just wanted to cover the weather action. Looks like there'll be some good weather to chase if anyone wants to get out there tomorrow up there in Minnesota. So let's go ahead and check back to the models here now. Let's see what the RRR has for this area. Since the OOZ is now in, I'll move that over. First of all, we'll look at see if there's any what the freezing rain says. So I'm going to move you guys over to this. So this is the freezing rain accumulation on the high resolution rapid refresh model. This is going to give us conditions. So there is some freezing rain with this, not heavy, but you can see on the south side of the storm, roads will be slick with the freezing rain coming from Montana down into North Dakota. South Dakota is going to get some freezing rain, even some northern Iowa, and then southern Minnesota. It just keeps following that swath all the way down into Wisconsin and even into Illinois later on. So this storm is just, and that's probably because this low pressure is just kind of spinning as it goes and just kind of repeats itself as it moves its way to the east. So I'm going to give a transition back to this for a moment because I want to check out what's going on. So we got a GR. How are you doing tonight, GR? Mr. Twister, Chris, good to see you. How's Chris tonight? I saw you over in let's see, someone else's stream the other night. Can't remember who it was. Might have been Davis Does Weather, but good to see you. So that's kind of the situation here, though, for North Dakota. Not a terrible situation, but let's head back over to Triple R and go ahead and examine this just a little bit more now. Let's find another. That's the freezing rain. Let's do a quick look at their idea of wind gusts. There's that coming in out of Montana. Some very strong winds, 49 up into the almost up to 60 miles an hour out here. And that's tonight. So working its way with that freezing rain, working its way into North Dakota, South Dakota, really high wind gusts according to the Triple R. So that's going to make travel with just a little bit of freezing rain and some snow. That's going to make travel difficult, especially for high profile vehicles in South Dakota. Looks like it's going to be a very windy day in the morning. All the way, look at Nebraska. Okay, so that's something to pay attention to down here in Nebraska. I want to quickly go to the temperatures, see what's associated with that. That's going to bring the wind chills down, so temperatures are down as well. Pretty cold here. Pretty cold temperatures along with that north wind. So South Dakota, you're not looking like a very warm day tomorrow. These are negative temperatures up here. Hopefully I'm reading this correctly, but we're looking at minus 15 in North Dakota already. It's not even winter yet, so. Minnesota has minus 6. So very cold day tomorrow shaping up. I want to go back now to the wind gusts real quick, see how far this wind gust goes. So Freddie, this is kind of like a winter derecho, you know, so you just kind of follow that all the way down. Let's do a quick change sectors. Let's go to the Central Great Plains, and I want to see where all this wind is going. Look at that wind. It's just spreading all over the place. Nebraska tomorrow is going to have a very, very strong winds out of the northwest. 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts tomorrow in almost the entire state. That's moving into Iowa. Also South Dakota, you're going to have a very windy morning. Starts to let off a little bit in the evening on the western side of South Dakota, but then it moves into Iowa and just really concentrates with very high winds going into Thursday night, and then overnight the winds just keep pushing south. Clear down in Missouri, not as strong, but still that's going to be 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts of north winds pushing deeper south. So not really sure where that's going to end up, but let's just take a quick model sector jump here. Let's try this Southern Great Plains, see if it even works its way down in here. Here it comes out of the south, out of the north, just kind of pushes down, kind of lets off, but breaks up down here once it gets all the way down to Mississippi. But even there you got almost a 30-mile-an-hour north wind gust down in Mississippi. But Illinois is going to have cold north winds, so this is not going to be very pleasant start to the weekend. So why don't we check the temperatures down here as well while we're at it. Some freezing temps making it down here to Tennessee, and but not too bad. So that's what I wanted to see for that. Now I wanted to go back to the sector and look at the snow. So let's do that. Let's look at the snow from the triple R point of view, and that shows overnight tonight. Not really sure what the totals are, but this shows by noon tomorrow, you know, we're talking 10 inches pretty easily, potentially 10 inches of snow in North Dakota. But already by noon tomorrow we've got snow on a good portion of Minnesota and working its way into Wisconsin. Then as it continues on, both Wisconsin and Minnesota getting pretty good shot of snow. Let's see what our current radar is giving us. Let's go ahead and move this radar clear up here by Minot again. Yeah, that's where the snow is. Probably going to be piling up here at Minot, and then doesn't really look too stormy there in Minot. Looks actually pretty nice. But I think there's more to come as the night goes on, and you can see by our weather map that it's still dropping snow. As it's piling up. Alright, so I want to see how we doing in the chat. So as I come in here, I see Stimpy in here. Good to see you, Stimpy. Hope everything's going well for you. Trust everything's going on. There's Davis Does Weather. Okay. So here I got to return the favor for my old.
Just got those 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah. By the yes. Standard. Okay. Boom. So, congratulations, Davis, on your 2,000 subscriber mark. I saw your post about it. And I did not see the stream, but it's pretty exciting. Glad to see your channel growing like that. That's pretty awesome. And Mr. Twister. Let's see. GR. Just kind of reading some of the chat right now, so some really great comments in here. Yeah, I mean, all these guys have some pretty good stuff going on. Mr. Twister has. Let me check out something here real quick. I want to go make sure.
The Joplin tornado, May 22nd, 2011.
Okay. Sorry, doing a little investigating there on my own here, but that's Minot. I just think that's a beautiful shot of Minot. That camera there. As they're driving around in the snow, and you can see a little bit of it kind of floating around in the sky. And Viennes, how are you doing? Good to see you. That's kind of a new one to me. So here's the radar look. So let's go back and take a check. So not really planning to be on here real long tonight, but just wanted to get on here and do some covering of the weather. So here's the system that's coming through that's going to produce this snow. As you can see on this satellite image. It's pretty, looks like it's pretty rapidly, I don't know. I guess this is like a 3, maybe this is about a 6-hour loop, so maybe it's not going quite that quick, but you can see this storm working its way across the U.S. and you can see it spinning off of the back, which is dropping snow to the north and bringing those powerful winds from the west that are going to be pushing right on through the situation here. There was another thing I wanted to check out. What was it? It was this. I know you can't see this very well, but this has surface ops. giving us some current temperatures. And looks like it's pretty cold up there right on the border, 5 degrees. Coming down to the middle of North Dakota, 9-10 degrees. Southern North Dakota, 12 degrees. On the eastern side, Minnesota, you're down in the 14s, 18s. Getting ready for big time winter. And then you can see these wind bars here. Lining up with our system coming across. So let's see, now I have you on radar. I want to check the chat real quick. Just reading a few things here in the chat. Yeah. Just checking some stuff in here.
When are you going to have a video?
What am I going to have a video?
Yeah.
I've thought about it pretty seriously when I... Did you hear that? Freddie was just standing here asking me a question. When I'm going to have a video. Which I would ask him the same question. When are you going to have a video? But
Retired.
I'm going to have a video, yes. I might do some video. This one's kind of serving as a video temporarily. Just trying to get a little action on this channel here. Let's see, somebody's going to bed. Stimpy says good night. Davis, good luck on your midterms. Oh yeah, if you got midterms, you better get to bed and get ready for that. Good night, everyone. Yep, get some sleep. I'm planning to take a turn this down. By the way, Stimpy, I saw your hat.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck, Davis.
Yeah.
On your midterms there, where is he?
He's right.
Tell Freddie to tell Connor that he needs to watch the British guys who said Lunchley a million times because Connor loves Lunchley.
Where did you see that at?
I heard Connor's a big Thick of It fan by KSI. That's his favorite songs.
Derek Wegener. Hello there. Wegener. So I think they were talking maybe some gaming language there. Derek, you are in southeast North Dakota, and so do you have snow? I take it you have snow. Let's go ahead and change the look. Depending on where you are at in North Dakota, maybe not expected to get a huge amount. But let's go ahead and look at the radar here. So I'm going to go down to the Bismarck radar, which you're probably going to be in a threat for some ice. If we look at the Bismarck radar. So this, I know the ice looks a little bit different here on this look. Oh no. Uh-oh, Freddie's bringing. So here's.
Maybe we should just have Bro just do the.
Just have Bro.
Bro could do the stream for you.
All right, we got Bro. I can turn
Bro,
the camera
everybody,
too.
see?
See, this is Bro.
This is Bro.
That's Bro. We also have
He's a chill guy.
a puppy. we have a Labrador Retriever puppy mix that is totally consuming the whole family, and that's one of the reasons why we don't have a lot of videos going out right now, because this puppy is just kind of taking over the
If it
world.
weren't for the puppy, I'd have a video out right now.
Yeah, so the puppy's in bed though right now, so I can't show you the puppy. I'm not gonna wake her up.
Let's wake her up first.
Yeah, let's wake her up. But what I want to do here is I want to check the velocities, because I think the wind is starting to pick up. Whoa, down in the southern part of the wind down there, 61 miles per hour down by Ashley. Down by Ashley, North Dakota. You're looking at some winds in the 60s. Wow. And Fredonia. Fredonia's got some high winds going on here. Yeah, high winds in Fredonia right now.
Are you talking about one of my tents?
Right there. Have you ever been to Fredonia?
I have actually.
Come on.
I have, yes.
Well, you probably have.
I have been to Fredonia.
Actually, you have, yeah.
I definitely have been to Fredonia.
Well, you should.
I think I've been to
warn them, because they've got
Fredericksville, Iowa. I've been to.
They got 60-mile-an-hour winds in Fredonia right there.
Oh wow! I better call my fellow veterans.
Poor folks, and they might have a little bit of ice associated with that. So that's the situation for this part of the state. So anything else we can do? What can we look at? Let's see how things are going up in Minot. That's the beautiful town of Minot in the wintertime. It almost looks like you're gonna. It looks like a very Christmassy. It almost looks like you might see Santa and his reindeer come flying through the sky right there and streaking through. That would just kind of cap the situation there in Minot.
It's actually pronounced Minot.
Minot, okay.
So just.
Wow, Freddie actually knows how to pronounce it. Okay.
Minot, so just.
Thank you, Freddie.
That's what I'm here.
So I started to say this. So Stimpy, I saw on your Twitter, I saw you wearing your Freddie cap. That was pretty cool. Okay, yeah. Derek straightened me out here. It says my not.
So Derek knows.
See, you said you didn't even say it correctly. It's my not.
What did I not say?
You said my not.
Oh, it's my not with a space in it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Whoops.
You were a lot better than me. No, you had it right. I'm just teasing Freddie again.
That was cool. See Stimpy's hat.
Yep, Stimpy was wearing the merch. So Freddie's been in here occasionally commenting over my shoulder, which is good. And I do have to say thank you to Freddie. Yep, Chris has a Freddie hat too, so that's good.
Yes, W. Chris.
Yeah, so Mr.
Just remember to do one of my tolls. It's probably late.
One of your tolls? Alright. Alright, let's just add him too. This is a channel where we just have lots of storm chasing people in here, and just like to keep it all going. Love the hat, hoodie, and chaser shirt. Made my Christmas. Oh, awesome. Well, I'm glad it did, Stimpy, and I really hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. It looks like there's a lot of good Christmas weather in store for North Dakota tonight. And by the way, here's the weather situation according to the National Weather Service. There is a winter storm warning for, it includes eastern North Dakota, central, basically big part of Minnesota, and then I imagine it goes on down into Wisconsin here shortly as well. But storm totals are listed here, anywhere from 5 to 8 inches where you see the yellow. The blue is 4 to 6. The dark blue is 4 to 6 inches mostly, and then as you move into the next color of blue, you got like 3 to 5 and 2 to 4. So it's mainly this swath that's coming down out of Canada, spinning on that low pressure and causing impacts for the area. Here's Minot. Let's see if I can refresh this real quick. It says Minot right now is 11 degrees. Feels, it's not much wind there, which is definitely, yeah, it says there's like no wind in Minot. So it just doesn't look like there's hardly any wind at all there. That's Minot. Let's see, what else do we got? Here's the satellite. And what else can we check out on the models? Why don't we move over to take a slightly different view. Sector Midwest. If there's anyone out there in the Midwest area, just go ahead and take a look at what's in store. This is the snow from the H3R. Some call it the HER. So this is going out to Friday night at 6 o'clock, which would take us through tomorrow. So you can see Minnesota. Minnesota is likely to get some snow. Wisconsin looking to get some snow. Michigan, probably lake effect snow. Second here. Excuse me. I had to sneeze there. Lots of snow in store for you guys. So now I want to take a quick look here at the I'm just kind of reading the chat here a little bit. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, guys. Well, I think that's probably about all I have for tonight. Let's see, anything else I want to show here? That should do it. Go ahead and take a look. There's the system coming across that's going to be producing the snow coming out of Canada, coming from the west, pushing across the United States and dumping a lot of snow up north. So that's kind of the weather situation. Just wanted to do a quick update tonight, and just hope everyone has a good rest of your week. Stay safe out there with your travels, especially in North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, even into Iowa. High winds tomorrow, so be very careful about that. Should be some very strong winds for Thursday in all the way, making it all the way down to Illinois, all through Nebraska tomorrow. Let's just take one last peek at that. Let's just go ahead and hit the surface products wind gust. As you can see, here come the winds out of the west, northwest, basically making for a windy, cold day tomorrow. So that's what you should prepare for, along with that snow. The snow up here in Minnesota and Wisconsin. You've got the snow moving along there, but you've got the high winds and some ice. Some ice to watch out for. Let's just check that out real quick. Freezing rain, a little bit of this. Here and there all over the place. Nothing major, but just accompanying that snow and wind is that ice. So that's your weather. That's the look. Hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas. I'm going to leave you with a very Christmassy look of Minot. Now that I've got the pronunciation down of Minot. Beautiful looking town. And go ahead and get the weather radar situated over to the snow. Let's just go ahead and get the radar closest to Minot. We'll just kind of finish up where we started, but let's go ahead and look at the radar real quick. Transition over. Here's the situation right now. Let it snow, let it snow. That's what's going on up here in Minot right now. And there is the beautiful town. So, take care, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we will catch you again hopefully soon. So take care, everyone.